Hello bookish people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. In today's video, we're going to be going over the 6 books that I pre-ordered for 2023. 2023 releases that I pre-ordered. Yep, that's what we're doing. So for Christmas, my boyfriend gave me his credit card and he was like, hey, go pre-order your books by your favorite authors for 2023. And I was like, thank you, I love you. And these are the ones that I chose. So let's just go through them. And I don't think these are in chronological order. I'm literally just looking at my Barnes & Noble emails and this is the order that they put them in. So the first one that I ordered is Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo, which is the sequel to Ninth House. This is part of the Alex Stern series. I am currently reading Ninth House right now. I am 40% the way through. I've been reading it on my Kindle. It's a Kindle Unlimited book, by the way. So if you want to read it and you have Kindle Unlimited and you don't want to buy the hardcover, it's on KU right now. Go read it before the sequel comes out. I'm reading it on KU and I'm also listening to the audiobook, which is on Hoopla. So if you have Hoopla through your library, it is also on there. So I'm kind of switching between the physical reading and the listening to the audiobook. I'm probably going to finish it on audio though, because I have a lot of cleaning to do. So I'm just going to like put my AirPods in, listen to it, and clean the house today. So that sounds like a good plan. Anyway, I don't know the synopsis for Hellbent because I haven't finished the first one. I don't want to read the synopsis for the second one in case there's any spoilers in it. But this was a Book of the Month selection, Ninth House. And so I predicted in my Book of the Month predictions video that Hellbent was going to be an add-on. Normally, if things are going to be through Book of the Month, I would rather just get them through there because it's cheaper. But I do own the physical version of Ninth House and I bought it traditionally through like Barnes & Noble or Amazon or whatever. So I want this edition to match. I can't have one with the like Book of the Month logo and the other one without it. Like, no, they have to go together. They have to match. So yeah, I pre-ordered this one. The next book that I pre-ordered is Happy Place by Emily Henry. And this is actually a hardcover edition and it's signed. So I don't know if it's just like signed and like it's hardcover because it's signed or if she's now coming out with hardcover books. But you know what? I'm excited because usually romance only comes out in paperback, right? So I was really excited. Plus, I wanted to get the signed one because I love Emily Henry. Beach read, book lovers. I absolutely love those 5 stars. People we meet on vacation. I'm not a huge friends to lovers person, but I did love that one and I rated it 4 stars. I'm very excited about this book. This book I'm a little skeptical of. I'm not going to lie because it is well, I'll just tell you the summary. That'll kind of explain why. So this is about a couple who has broken up, but they haven't told their friend group they're broken up, and every year they go on a vacation together as a friend group, and they're staying in the same room, and they have to pretend to still be together in front of their friends. For what reason have they told their friends they're not still together? I don't know why. I'm not sure why, but we'll find out in the book. I'm a little skeptical of this because I don't really love second chance romance, but if anyone's going to make me love second chance romance, it's going to be Emily Henry because I love her writing style. I love her characters. They're mature. They have good banter. And I really enjoy her romances. And I feel like the guys that she writes in her books are not like the red flag romance guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for example, I read Twisted Love. Absolutely loved it. But that type of guy is a guy where it's like, ooh, I love it in a romance book, red flag in real life. Emily Henry's heroes, they're green lights in real life, okay? It's like, I love them in the book and they would be amazing boyfriends in real life too. So I'm very excited for this one to come in, especially because it's signed and I'm so excited, and this one comes out in April. The next book I pre-ordered is Last Violent Call by Chloe Gong. This is a set of 2 novellas, and I believe they're 2 separate physical books, and this is like a little box set of them. So the first one is A Foul Thing, and before I get into the synopsis for A Foul Thing, there is definitely going to be spoilers for the ending of Foul Lady Fortune in the Our Violent Delights duology. So if you haven't read those, you want no spoilers, just skip ahead to the next book. Okay, now that all the people who are here want to be here, let's get into what this is about. So it says this novella is about Roma and Juliet. It says after Roma and Juliet have established themselves as the heads of an underground weapons ring. Do you guys remember in Foul Lady Fortune how they're talking about this married couple who didn't take sides? Like, there was like this really one specific part, and I talked about it in my Foul Lady Fortune reading vlog about this anonymous couple, right? And then and it had to do with weapons at the market, whatever. And then at the end of the book, Rosalind gets that note, and it's from Juliet. It says like from J or whatever, or JM. Obviously, it's Juliet. So I guess this is confirmation that they're alive because this is what the novella is about. I believe this novella takes place after the events of Foul Lady Fortune. So Romeo and Juliet. Why do I keep saying Romeo? Oh my god, Roma and Juliet I think are confirmed alive. So I'm very excited about that. The next novella is This Foul Murder, which follows Marshall and Benedict, and this seems to be a closed door mystery. They're on a train, someone is murdered, and they investigate. So I am very excited to read both of these, and yeah, they sound like really fun times. And then the sequel to the Our Foul Lady, or what it's called, Foul Lady Fortune, is coming out in September. I didn't pre-order it, but Chloe Gong has another book coming out in September as well called Immortal Longings, Immortal Beings, something. I'll put the cover up here. I didn't pre-order it, but it's definitely one I will be reading in 2023. The next book that I pre-ordered is Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. This is her next romance novel. I guess her next traditionally romance novel. I know she does a mixture of traditionally romance and self-published. I really loved It Happened One Summer by her. I rated it 5 stars. I read My Killer Vacation on her, which was one of her self-published ones that I didn't love so much. She just came out with Happenstance, which was also self-published. That one I haven't really heard the best reviews on, so I haven't read that yet either. It seems to me, based on like the reviews I see of her books, I can't say because I've only read 2 of her books, that her traditionally published ones are like better than her self-published ones. So yeah, we have Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. This one you're following our 2 main characters, and it seems to be an opposites attract romance. I think the girl had a crush on the guy when they were younger, now they're adults and they're neighbors, and it's opposites attract romance. So I'm very excited to read this. I really don't care what the plot is. It's Tessa Bailey, and now that I follow her on TikTok, I absolutely love her TikTok. She has the funniest personality. So just based on her personality and her TikTok, she's an auto-buy author for me. Although I think that's a lie because I didn't buy Happenstance, but traditionally published, she's an auto-buy for me just because I love her TikTok. So there we go. I'm very excited to read this one. And then the next book, this is like a little duology, kind of like It Happened One Summer and Hook, Line, and Sinker was like a little duology. This one I believe is going to be like that as well. And the next one is coming out at the end of the year, I believe like in August, around that time. So I didn't pre-order that one, but if I love this one, I will definitely be reading the other one as well. The next book I pre-ordered is Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers by Jessie Q. Sutanto. She's an author I discovered and loved in 2022. I loved Dial A for Aunties, 4 Aunties in a Wedding, and her YA romance release. Well, that was unexpected. Loved all of them. I really enjoy her writing style and her characters. This is one that I'm very excited to read. I wouldn't call them like cozy mysteries, although this one I feel like is more of a cozy mystery. Dial A for Aunties, like that little duology, I would more call chaotic cozy crime, because I felt like there wasn't necessarily a huge mystery you were following. It was just chaotic and there was crime happening. This one seems to be more of a cozy mystery. You're following actually a murder. So you're following Vera Wong, and she has a tea shop in Chinatown in San Francisco. One day she finds a dead body in the middle of her showroom floor, and there's a flash drive in his hand, and she calls the police, but she takes the flash drive and she's going to investigate the murder on her own because she feels like she can solve it better than the police. So I'm very excited about this, especially because I love the Thursday Murder Club, and that is about senior citizens, a cozy crime senior citizen series. This is senior citizen cozy crime. So you know what? I feel like I'm gonna like it. So I'm really excited about this one. Again, Jessie Q. Sutanto has amazing writing style, super lovable characters, and she's just really funny, okay? I love Dial A for Aunties. So if any of the characters, I like those characters, I'ma love it. And the last book that I pre-ordered is How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. So in this book, you're following siblings whose parents passed away, and they go to their parents' house to sell it, and it turns out their house is haunted. I believe that's the premise for it, which is very similar to the premise for Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. I read 2 Grady Hendrix books in 2022. I read the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, which I rated 5 stars, and Horror Store, which I rated 4 stars. I really enjoyed both of those, so I'm very excited to read his current release. I do own My Best Friend's Exorcism, so that one is one I'm planning to read in January as well. I'm really trying to get more into the horror genre, so this is gonna be perfect because I know I like him, part of the horror genre. Let's go, let's read all his stuff. So yeah, this is the one that I pre-ordered. And the last book I want to talk about, I didn't pre-order it because it was $30, and I feel like by the time it comes out, I could definitely get it for a better discounted rate. Like, you know, when your books first come out, Barnes & Noble will do like 10% or 20% off, and then plus I have a Barnes & Noble membership, so I just feel like I get it for a better price than $30, which is why I did not pre-order it. But I do want to give it a shout out to it because I'm definitely going to be reading it in 2023, and that is The 5-Star Weekend by Ellen Hilderbrand. She has become a favorite author of mine. I have read 8 of her books in 2022. I discovered her in 2022. I loved her in 2022. I read 8 of her books, and I'm very excited for this new release. I'm just going to read you the little blurb from Goodreads. It says, after tragedy strikes, Hollis Shaw gathers 4 friends from different stages in her life to spend an unforgettable weekend on Nantucket. And you know what? It doesn't even sound like that premise is overly amazing good. You're like, Megan, what are you talking about? But Hildebrand, she creates the best cast of characters that you just care about, and they have the best drama. Her writing's engaging, and I love it. And what I love about her stuff, which I've said on this channel before, when I've talked about her in the past, is that her characters are going through serious stuff, but it's not books that bring you down. They still are kind of like lighthearted and fun. Even though they're dealing with serious topics, I feel like her characters still always have like a good outlook on life, so they're not really depressing when you're reading about them. And I just like reading about real life, real life relatable things. So yeah, I'm very, very excited for this to come out. I love the Hotel Nantucket. That was her 2022 release. I rated it 5 stars, and that's really what took me on this whole Elin Hilderbrand journey and why I read 8 of her books this year. It all started with the Hotel Nantucket, so I'm very excited for her 2023 release. You know what, since this is kind of a short video anyway, let me just I'm not going to go over synopsises, but I'm just going to name and show you the covers of all the kind of 2023 books I'm planning on reading, the 2023 new releases that I'm planning on reading, but these are not necessarily ones that I pre-ordered. The first one is Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong. This is her first adult fantasy release. Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams, because look at this cover. The guy has tattoos, he has sleeves. I'm obsessed. Let's go. And what else? Oh, The London Seance Society by Sarah Penner. Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood, which has her YA romance release. The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. What else? Ooh, Ghost 19 by Simone St. James. I'm literally just going through this like Goodreads list I created, not Goodreads list, but like the little categories of groups list, whatever you can make. I did one for 2023 releases. We have Ghost 19, which is a short story by Simone St. James. So I don't think this is going to be traditionally published. Like, I don't think it's going to be like an actual book or anything. I think this might just be Kindle because it is like a short story. But very excited for this one. We have Finley Donovan Jumps the Gun by Elle Casameo. Ooh, we have The Mimicking of Known Successes by Malka Ann Older, which I believe this is like a sci-fi cozy mystery series, and it's also sapphic romance. So that sounds amazing. What else? Oh, Heartstopper Volume 5 by Alice Oseman. Gonna break my heart and make me cry. I'm so sad this series is coming to an end, and everyone says this is coming out in 2023, but there's been no update on Goodreads. There's been no cover release. What's going on? When is it coming out? Someone tell me. And then we have The Villa by Rachel Hawkins, another one I am very, very excited about. And now we're getting into some romance new releases, because I found this little romance list on Instagram. So ones that I'm kind of looking forward to is X's and O's by Amy Leah, The Love Wager by Lynn Painter, Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I am so excited for this book because I absolutely love Part of Your World, and I'm just so excited to read more by this author. I could read her backlist, but why not just wait for the new releases? Why, just buy the new releases? Let's just do that. Also, this one I'm so pumped about. I just learned about it today, and that is Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. I absolutely loved The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. 5-star read, absolutely amazing. I read it physically, so now I need to go I need to listen to the audiobook again. Well, no, I didn't listen to the audiobook. I read it physically, but I need to read it again, and this time with the audiobook, because I absolutely love that, and I definitely want to reread this one. So those are all the ones I'm kind of excited about. So this turned into a random video about 2023 new releases, but there you go. Ones I pre-ordered and ones I want to read. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure to subscribe down below for more bookish content, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!